Hello, Dr. Pergande here with Thrive Chiropractic and Wellness Center. Today you are joining us for our third video in our Discover Wellness series. Now in the last video, we talked about what causes nerve disturbance. Do you remember the 3 T's? Yep, trauma, toxins, and thoughts. In other words, stress. Physical, chemical, and emotional stress. So what do we do with the fact that we have these nerve disturbances that are leading to less than 100% communication and less than 100% health? And then we have these 3 T's, the trauma, toxins, and thoughts, that are leading to nerve disturbance. Well, simply put, we need to remove the nerve disturbance or clear the nerves, and then reduce or avoid the 3 T's as much as possible. And that brings us to our Thrive Essentials. Our Thrive Essentials are your game plan to help you and your family achieve the health and vitality that you want. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the first Thrive Essential, Clear the Nerves with NUCCA Chiropractic Care. So what is NUCCA? Well, NUCCA stands for National Upper Cervical Chiropractic Association. Yeah, it's a mouthful. That's why we say NUCCA instead. Now, NUCCA is not new. It has been around for over 50 years, and it's actually based off the work of researchers and chiropractic pioneers in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. And what I love about NUCCA is as technology continues to advance, so does the NUCCA procedure. And there are only about 300 doctors across the country who specialize in this procedure. And we are the only office in the La Crosse area. And that's a huge reason why so many of our patients travel, in some cases hours, to come see us. So why would people do that? What makes NUCCA so unique? Well, first, NUCCA is very precise. Now, as you know, if you're a patient of ours, we take extremely detailed x-rays of the head and neck that allow us to see the exact position of your misalignment. No 2 misalignments are the same. We've all had different injuries and stresses throughout our lives. We then spend a significant amount of time analyzing these x-rays to determine a precise correction formula that is unique to you and your misalignment. And this precise correction formula is used to restore the entire spine back to its proper alignment and remove that nerve disturbance. Now, as you know, we also take x-rays after the initial correction in order to ensure that the correction is complete, because there is no guesswork in what we do. Now, second, NUCCA is very gentle. It uses the least force of any chiropractic technique. There is absolutely no popping, twisting, or cracking of the neck or back. The amount of pressure is really about the same as having your pulse taken. And the precision of the adjustment, based on those x-rays, really allows us to work smarter, not harder. And finally, NUCCA is very effective. Now, by correcting the entire spine and not just the problem areas, the body is able to stay corrected for longer periods of time, allowing for better recovery and ultimately allow you to function at your best each and every day. Now, I want to show you what I mean. I'm going to leave this screen for a minute, and we're going to go to the My Misalignment website. Again, if you're a patient of ours, you may have gone to this, but let me explain what's going on here. Do you remember how I said that we take x-rays of the head and neck? Why would we do that? Why not the whole spine or where you think the problem is? Well, simply put, because of the brainstem. So this is a computer-generated version of a misalignment. We have the head and the neck, and at the very top here, this is the atlas, and this is where your brain becomes the brain stem and then transitions into the spinal cord. So when the head and neck misalign in relationship to each other, this puts pressure on the brainstem, which, among a lot of other things, happens to control the postural muscles which run along the length of your spine. So if we go to this view here, you see these postural muscles are running down along the length of your spine. So when we have a misalignment, what will happen is one side of these postural muscles will contract. And because they're attached to your hips, it'll pull one hip up, creating what appears to be a short leg. Now, has anyone ever told you you had a short leg? Maybe you were told that this was common or normal. It might be common, but it's definitely not normal. So, what happens if your hips or your base of support is not level and even? Well, the body's going to need to twist and compensate in order to try to balance your skull on top of your spine, which, of course, here has shifted underneath it. Your pelvis may twist, you might lean to one side, a shoulder might drop low. We'll often see your weight shift more from one leg to the other. And all these postural distortions indicate that the spine has shifted from its proper alignment into a stressed position and is causing nerve disturbance. Now, we can go in and try to adjust all these problem areas where the body is compensating, or we can address the primary misalignment up here at the base of the skull. And when we do that, when we restore alignment to the head and neck with a very specific adjustment based off extremely detailed x-rays, we remove brainstem compression immediately. The postural muscles relax, the hips come level, the pelvis untwists, and the entire spine comes back to a balanced, unstressed position, and nerve communication is restored. And this is how we clear the nerves. In our next video, I'm going to introduce you to the rest of the Thrive Essentials, the healthy habits. For those of you that are patients in our office, these are the things that you do outside of the office to help get you better results inside our office. All right, you guys, we'll talk to you all soon.